project, Philo Hill Middle School, and this middle school. One second. There we go. This middle school is located in southern Winston-Salem, just off of Main Street. The project itself is due for an update. When I went to go take photographs, it's very clear that they do need an updated entrance. If it had not been for the large paper sign that says office, I probably would have missed it. But the entrance here is one of the things that is going to be redone, and you should see that in the new elevations quite clearly. These are the old existing classroom wings. These will be removed for a new building that is on the opposite end of the school. This is another angle of the existing classroom wings. These are some of the existing trees on the site, which I believe will be remaining, hopefully. They're very lovely.
Correct.
These are, I'm not actually sure if they are utility or classrooms, but these are trailers that are on the southern part of the site and is where the new renovations will be put. These will also be demoed. Another shot of the existing trailers and utility area for the school. This is where the new wing will be located. Based off of what I've seen in the plans, this lovely tree here will probably be removed, I imagine. Yes, okay, that's a shame, but it's another angle of the site. It does slope down towards the west slightly. Here's another angle looking south. You can see a little bit more of the slope. We are basically standing where the connection for the 3-story wing will be. This is the site plan. To the north, you can see dotted lines where the old existing wings were, and those will be removed. The main part of the structure is the C shape in red. And then there will be new construction added onto that for utilities and I believe it was additional office space, and then the 3-story wing will be attached in back, which will be all new classrooms for the different grades. You can see the plan here. Yes, sorry. So you've got the different grades in the 3-story wing that is in the back of the school. And then they will be switching the administration from the north side of the school to the south, and putting the new front entrance there, along with the new media center and common area and new services for the school. I believe they're also redoing the gym a little bit.
Correct.
Yes. This is the new front facade of the building. The entrance used to be on the right, but you can now more clearly see it outlined on the left here, with the highlight of yellow and the sort of more formal entrance design. You can also see in the southern elevation the 3-story building for the classrooms and how the site sort of drops down. And while it is a 3-story building, it still maintains sort of a 2-story building height behind the existing school. These are the existing elevations for the northwest and east elevations. The main thing to note here is the on the west elevation, you have the back of the three classrooms and just sort of the scheme of the windows in the facade. And then on the north elevation, you also have the 3 stories on the right side of the image. This is the east elevation here is actually showing just the classroom 3-story building and what it'll look like if you were facing it from the other parts of the school. And other elevations for the project. As far as comments go from the staff, staff was a little concerned with the elevation of the new 3-story classroom wing. 2 of the 4 sides have very limited windows and are rather monolithic facades. And I did think that it could be improved we did think it could be improved by addressing this sort of monolithic nature. If there was a way to break up the edge of the building by changing the size of the floors or adding in some sort of ornament to not make it seem like a straight block. But that is staff's comments and thoughts on the project.
Could you go back to the floor plan quickly?
Certainly. Yes, of course. There we go.
Okay. So the windows are basically corridors, the central corridor?
Yes. The windows that are on that side are for the central corridor.
Right.
It was understood why there were not windows put on those facades, just for having a wall for classroom presentations and stuff.
Right.
I think it would be possible to add a decorative faux window into the facade, like a relief, to kind of break up the mass. It's just a thought. There could be other options, but well, as it is.
Looking at the floor plan and, not trying to take up wall space, which is why I'm sure they were designed that way. And I agree, something could be done. Maybe we could, again, play with the pattern of the bricks or use a different brick color or something to break up the large expanse that's, monotone. But I don't see how adding windows, which will always add cost, is probably going to be approved.
No.
But maybe we can do something that aesthetically will enhance that elevation, again, with a different type of brick or stone or something like that. But I agree that space needs to be left. And I'm not sure a faux window is something that I would suggest, just from the standpoint that it's going to be confusing to people and it probably won't hold up over time.
Well, we can do a brick recess with a sill and a lintel to look like the other windows. It's just got where there would be window, there would be brick. It's just recess. You get a shadow line,
right?
Maintain the rhythm of things. We can do that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Sorry. That is what I meant by faux window. Sorry about not being clear.
Okay. Okay. All right. Thanks.
Sure.
Yeah. And also to note, I do think the classrooms will get plenty of natural light from the current windows existing there. It was just a concern about the kind of solid nature of that project, where it was very monolithic, that I felt like it could be broken up a little bit.
Okay, we'll look at that.
Yeah, but yeah, great detail in it. And I love how the 3-story basically looks like it's a 2-story except from that elevation. That's, yeah, nice detail.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Sorry we didn't have a little bit better turnout, but I appreciate the comments. Thank you, Mona. Is there anything else?
I did have a question about the trees, and I know they have to be removed, but is there anything in plan or conversation about what happens to those trees? Is the wood donated? Is it taken off site for lumber, or what exactly happens to large trees like that when they are removed?
Typically, it's a supply and demand kind of issue. The people that take the tree down will contact some of the lumber yards, and if they're in need of that particular type of lumber and it's a tree that's conducive to being sawed for lumber, then they'll come and get it. If not, it'll just get hauled off to the landfill.
Wow.
Or there are other groups that will come and chunk it up and make firewood out of it.
Right. Yeah.
Too, yeah. But it's really a supply and demand kind of thing. Who needs it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Because, yeah, I have the feeling there are going to be a lot of people needing firewood this year. So.
Including me.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Just something to consider, you know, if it can be done at no cost and people can haul it away or lumber can be made. I'd really like to see that effort being made.
And that happened when we added on to Rule Hall Elementary. They had a lot of nice oak trees up there that had to come down, and those were sold to a sawmill.
Okay.
So yeah, it does happen. Absolutely.
Okay, great. Thanks again.
Certainly.
Thank you. I appreciate y'all's time in going in, taking a look at this.
Well, if that is it for comments and questions, I would say that'd be the end of our October TAPR meeting. Thank you for coming. It's nice to hear from you.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.